Earlier this season, we took you to Stockholm, Sweden for coverage of the Stockholm Open. Well, the men's competition was so exciting we completely ran out of time for the women's coverage. This week, we make amends. So now we'll take you back to Stockholm and the women's final nine.
And we arrived at hole 2. This is 210 feet, but by no means easy. There are trees both to the left and to the right of the basket, and the basket itself is situated on a hill. If you get a roll from there, there can be trouble. Juliana Corver, though, she is parked. And feeling confident now with a 4-stroke lead. Meanwhile, here is Nilafar Mazzafarmani. And she is looking pretty good as well, Regina.
Yeah, they're doing so well. I think it's one of the most easiest holes on this course, and I don't think any of these good ladies will have a problem with this one.
And finally, Sweden's Birgitta Lagerholm. She has taken the hyzer route and has found a tree instead, so she will be short of the basket. And Lagerholm is out. Her second shot is an uphill putt, about 50 feet, and of course it goes a little downhill on the other side of that basket, Regina.
Yeah, that's right, Bill. It makes you kind of scared when you do the putting. As you can see, Birgitta here, she was, I don't think she dared to take out that putt properly, so she'll have an easy 3.
And here's Mazzafarmani for her deuce opportunity. She's about 8 feet from the basket. That one is good?
Yep.
Lagerholm, no problem. Yeah. And we can only assume that Corver will drop this one in, and she maintains a 4-stroke lead. And we have arrived at hole 3, and it's approximately 366 feet. The basket on the slight left of the tee pad, and it is up on a slight hill as well. So most players taking the hyzer here, Regina.
Yeah, we'll see how Juliana does.
Here's our leader.
Yeah.
Oh.
She is wide open and is looking at a very simple approach shot. Well, I say simple, but then she has to deal with that hill.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, here's Sweden's Nilafar Mazzafarmani.
I think she'll take the same road.
And
yeah.
That looks like a beauty. Right there with Corver. And she has been right there with Corver all weekend long. They've been battling it out.
Yeah. Birgitta's going to take an Anheuser road.
And you know her game well. Unfortunately, she's also headed into a tree with that Anheuser.
Yeah.
And she'll be on the left side of the fairway.
Yeah.
Lagerholm for her second shot. She's got 200 feet to go, and again, she has to beware of that short-looking hill that the basket is on, because on the other side, it goes down a lot farther, and she'll come up short of that basket. Corver now for her second shot. She's about 120 feet from the basket, and a slight wind now picking up about 5 miles an hour. Shouldn't give her too much trouble, Regina.
No, I don't think so either. She will play safe here. She don't want to get behind the basket and down the hill.
Absolutely picture perfect.
Yeah. What can you say?
And Mazzafarmani now with a very similar shot, about 110 feet. And hers is also right there.
Beautiful.
Birgitta Lagerholm for her third shot. And now is where it gets tricky. Is she going to lay this up?
I think she might go for it if she looks like it. Oh, she did. Looks like it got a little roll behind there as well.
Lagerholm did get a roll, but not too tragic. And as a result, she's right there, and it's a 4 for Birgitta Lagerholm. And it's going to be dropping 3s for Mazzafarmani and Corver, and Juliana Corver is going to maintain a 4-stroke lead. Hole 5 now of 9, 582 feet, as Langerholm lets one loose.
Yeah, she told me she had been having problem with this hole the entire week. Trouble finding the angle. Looked rough this time too.
She is well left, as this huge vista shot is a tough one, as you say. There are some thick thorn bushes down there.
Yeah.
And the basket on the left side, as Nilüfer lets out a real rip.
Yeah, that's nice.
Good shot.
She is in the fairway and looking good. And finally, here is Corver.
Keeping the disc down, looking good. That will go far.
She's looking real good there, Regina, isn't she?
Yeah.
So Langerholm finds herself left of the basket and about 400 feet to go here. What's her game plan going to be, Regina?
She's just going to try to ice this one down. I played with her the round before, and then she ended up way right, so let's see what she can do now.
She has got the distance.
Yeah.
And that was an absolutely gorgeous shot.
It's beautiful. You don't have to do a long drive when you can approach like this.
And after the 6 on hole 5, Corver seems to have regained her confidence as she is square in the center of the fairway and looking at a 300-foot approach shot downhill.
Just going a Anheuser way, I think, and doing it beautiful.
Stay there, please, stay there.
And that's picture perfect.
Yeah.
She really does make it look easy.
Yeah. It doesn't matter whether she's playing an Anheuser or an Anheuser. It still looks so safe.
Now, Mosavaramani has gained a stroke on Corver. She now trails by 3.
Yeah, I think she prefers the Heiser way, so she'll show us a Heiser here.
Her drive was dead even with Corver's.
Yeah.
And this one is going to be there for a fairly short putt.
Yeah.
This is going to be an 8-foot putt for a 3. Nope.
No. Birgitta loves playing for a crowd, so this is her day.
And Mosavaramani is looking at a very similar putt here. Virtually nothing in the way. That one's good.
Yeah.
She is not a tall woman, but she sure can drive. That was a beautiful drive in this hole.
Yeah, she throws with an excellent technique, so.
So Corver maintains a 3-stroke lead after 4. 5 down, 4 to go. We're on hole 6, 192 feet, but there is no way to go straight at this basket here, Regina.
No, since it is such a short hole, you definitely want a 2 on this one, but many bushes, big thorns.
And as a result, players are having to go over the top. Here's Mosavaramani.
Huh?
And she's right there. Mosavaramani currently trailing the leader, Juliana Corver, by 3. And as Corver steps up, a light breeze begins to pick up. This is a headwind.
A little bit too low.
And she is through that bush, but she's going to be well short, and it'll be a tough deuce.
Yeah.
So Corver now from 70 feet.
A little bit too long for a nice and easy putt.
Now, Brigitte, or Biggie as her friends know her as, has a fairly short putt, maybe 25 feet, and she will be off to the left. Easy 3.
Yeah.
And now Nilüfer can make up a stroke with a deuce opportunity here. She's 20 feet away.
Yeah.
And it's now a 2-stroke lead for Juliana Korver. She loses 1 to Masa Armani.
Yeah. This is a very exciting final, I think. It's getting even more and more exciting.
There's no doubt about that, and pressure is on now. Korver needs to make this short putt. Normally not a problem for her, but the pressure is on.
Yeah. Ah.
So it will be 3s for Korver and Langerholm. And Nilüfer now trails by 2.
And after the deuce, Nilüfer Masa Armani now on our 7th hole, 255 feet.
Ooh, that was... I don't think she planned that one.
So Nilüfer is off early on the right side. This tree on the right has been giving a number of players trouble.
Yeah. So you should do something like that, I think.
Brigitte is up on the green with the analyzer shot to get around that tree.
Yeah, and the crowd loved that one.
We have enjoyed so much being here in Stockholm, Sweden. The weather's been beautiful and all the folks have been very warm and welcoming. As Juliana Korver now steps up.
I think she meant to get a little bit more angle to the right on that one, a little bit more height, but yeah, she'll make an easy par.
Yeah, this will be a tricky shot, the second shot of the hole for Masa Armani.
Yeah, these 2 trees in front of her now is really big, so let's see. Ah, yeah, missed it.
Got into the leaves, but she is safe for most likely 3.
And Korver now, after her second misfire off the pad in this final 9 in Stockholm.
She's going for the basket. Oh.
No short.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Langerholm at this point, no chance of catching leaders, so she can feel free to run this one.
Yeah. She loves playing for a crowd, so I think she'll do it. Well, what did I tell you? This is her best element to play in.
We saw her do it at the Worlds this year in Houston, and she's doing it again here on the 7th hole of our final.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And Nilüfer with the easy 3 putts. Juliana Korver will make the same, and it's a 2-stroke difference with 2 holes remaining. This is it, the final hole of the 2002 Stockholm Open. It's the women's division, and Brigitte Langerholm is on the pad, and she is headed to the right side of the fairway.
Yeah, you want to get a nice S-curve here so that this will land straight at the basket, but oh, it's so difficult. Look at all these trees in the way.
It's 246 feet, and Nilüfer Masa Armani is trailing by 2 strokes. She needs an ace or she needs Korver to find trouble, and it looks like instead she is headed into trouble.
Yeah.
She will be short of the basket and behind the stand of trees. So now, how is Korver going to play this, Regina?
Well, I think she could go straight at the basket. She got the capacity to do that. Oh.
Nice smooth shot right over the top.
It's typical when you pass all the remaining trees, the small trees on the way, then you hit the big tree, the last one.
So Masa Armani is about 100 feet from the basket, and looks like she's coming to the flick shot.
Well, you don't need more.
two-stroke lead. Corver doesn't even need to hit this. So she can be as relaxed as she wants to be because it looks like she's going to have this one sewn up.
Yeah.
As expected, Langerholm is on the right side of the fairway, off in the shul, trying to find some place to take a legal stance.
Well, I think she wants to make this putt, so she's looking for a great lay to make that one, to get her moves right. Oh.
And off the leaves, she's right there to the basket. Nilo Masavaramani has done a terrific job this week. And oh my, missing the short one at the end.
Yeah, she lost concentration.
But what a tournament it has been for her as she went head-to-head against the four-time women's world champion, and she made Juliana aware that she was there to win, as she did last year at the 2001 World Games. But this weekend, it is going to be Juliana Corver, who is the women's 2002 champion of the Stockholm Open here in Stockholm, Sweden. And what a terrific and exciting finish for these women.
Yeah, and great to have her here.
And there you have it. Juliana Corver is the winner of the 2002 Stockholm Open in the women's division. Nilüfer Masavaramani takes second place. Stay with us. Disctv will be right back. Time to talk with our women's division winner this weekend, Juliana Corver. Juliana, wow, another exciting finish and a European sweep for you 2 weeks in a row.
Yes, this has been an incredible trip, both for just being able to tour the world, but also the first place finishes.
Now, Nilüfer was hot on your heels all weekend long. You went into the fifth hole of this 9-hole finals and you struggled. You ended up with a 6. How did you get your confidence back after that?
It might have been a good thing that the men and the women played at the same time, gave us a little bit of time in between the holes, rest, take a few deep breaths, and try to get it back together. And the next hole, hole 14, you need a really big drive to get an opportunity to get down there, and there's a lot of room, and I just let it go and it worked out.
You are an inspiration to disc golfers around the world and a joy to watch on the course. Juliana Corver, congratulations.
Thank you.
Disctv is brought to you in part by the Professional Disc Golf Association, guiding disc golf into the future. Irving's famous Chicago-style hot dogs. For red hot lovers, make it Irving's. Maceman Disc Golf Gear. Expect the best. And by DiscLife.com, the world leader in disc golf. That's the show for this week. Stop by and see us online. We're at disctv.disclife.com. From there you can order tapes of the show and find more information about it. Next week we take you to Peoria, Illinois for the United States Women's Disc Golf Championships. Until then, I'm Brian Sullivan. Thanks for watching Disctv.